there is a story so strange in its implications that it defies ordinary classification.
I don't care if you've been sliding down pyramids all night. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and the Black Science Infinity. I'm your host, Cthulhu's Prodigy, coming to you live and direct from the dro. Smoke me out, fam, with that dang shit. Legally smoke me out, fam, with that dang shit. On my left, your boy, Stitch.
Star Wars put me into a 2-week nap. I'm finally back.
Oh, yeah. On my far right, engineering on the ones and twos, choke people out on the threes and fours, Chronos.
You can call me the smoldering podcaster.
Ooh. It was a remix. Yeah. In the middle, we got the oldest ninja in the world, Old Ninja.
You ever look at a bitch and be like, bitch?
Okay. Last but not least, we got your boy Blue.
Hey, look.
What?
Oh, he got somebody. He got somebody.
You look. Some people are only audio. Yeah. Describe what you just did. God damn it.
So I did the little look at my crotch thing, and yeah,
that's old as fuck.
It is,
but it's making like a huge comeback right now. It's so fucking funny. Like I saw one earlier today. There was a meme that says, "Doesn't Italy look like a boot?" And you look at a boot, it's just fucking funny.
Oh yeah, there's one where it's all like, watch this video live, like UFO, just taken like 10 minutes ago, and you're looking at stuff, and then you see this like a shadow just fucking go over. It's fucking awesome.
What we got in that chat?
Chat room first to comment would be Cakeman, what's going on? And listener of the week would be Mr. X once again, and my boy John. What's going on? He's the creator of a show that's going to be coming out hopefully soon. We'll have him on the podcast, talk about it.
Animated or live action?
Animated.
Ooh,
so,
even better.
Yeah, it's a show called Love and War, and I can say the name now because he has his public shit out, but I just can't.
Is this our fam from San Francisco Comic Con?
Was he there? I don't know if he was there.
Shit.
No. That was a different director.
Okay, all right.
It's weird how I know
we know everybody.
Yeah,
you know?
Hey, shout out to Cake Man. He's gonna be a father soon, right?
Yes,
like
this weekend.
Couple of days.
Damn.
Yes, congratulations to him. Old Ninja, you usually pouring out Hennessy and Yak and all this other black ass drinks. What you doing this week?
This week is Colt 45.
God damn.
For Marquise Haynes. He's a former Harlem Globetrotter.
All right.
So he passed away in Plano, Texas on Friday. He was 89. And then we have, this one's actually kind of, we normally don't point out like kind of political figures or whatnot, but this one's kind of out there. This is Erica Garner. She was the daughter of Eric Garner from the July 2014 choked out incident in New York. Well, she became an activist after her father died. She died of a heart attack which caused brain damage. Wow. She was 27.
Jesus. Heart attack at 27?
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
God damn.
Sad as hell.
So R.I.P. to them. She died on the 23rd.
Wow, just
before Christmas.
That's bad.
What the fuck, man?
All right.
Y'all people stay fucking healthy, goddammit. You shouldn't be dying at fucking less than fucking 50 of a fucking heart attack.
Hold on.
It's ridiculous.
I've known people that have died of heart attacks when they were teenagers because I witnessed it myself. It was a family hereditary disease that was passed on from the male side. So every male in the family had it. And one of them died at the age of 16.
It was a congestive heart failure or actual heart attack?
It's like he died of a heart attack. And it was a part of like a weird palpitation which caused heart failure.
You still, okay, was heart attacks and heart is different.
Yeah, well, his heart attack happened, which caused him to go basically in arrest, and then his heart failed and stopped.
Okay, either way, you shouldn't be having heart attacks or heart failure unless it's congenital at that early age. Like, that's just fucking ridiculous that's just happening in this day and age. And it's mostly due to unhealthy lifestyle and fucking diet. And nobody wants to fucking admit that shit, but it's totally fucking true.
Yeah, that's a sad one. 27 is way too young. Goddamn. One quick thing. A couple weeks ago, what was the name of the porn star?
August Ames.
Yeah. So it's looking like it was legit that she truly did kill herself.
I haven't really paid attention to afterwards.
I thought it was confirmed right afterward, like maybe last week or something like that. Just to put that out there, a really sad story and whatnot.
So it was speculated that she did it because she was depressed because the LGBTQ community was attacking her.
Yeah, for not wanting to be. Basically, she had some issues with the testing of male performers that had been in gay scenes.
Yeah,
and she chose not to work with a bi performer.
Yeah, she. Did you read what she said, or
she had a couple of tweets? So I don't remember exactly what she said, but she fired out some tweets.
Yeah, not to say that anybody's deserving of getting attacked and everything, but however, some of the things she said kind of passed judgment on other people based on what I mean. If you're in the porn industry, you have sex with whoever you want to have sex with.
True.
I mean, there's sort of no shame, I guess you can say. So if other people choose to perform with bi, gay, other stars and everything like that, I don't think not wanting to do that yourself, I don't think you should say, oh, you're reckless with your career by doing stuff like that.
No, I mean, when we had Ella Darling on, she really illuminated this to us. I mean, like, if you're a man or a woman, there's certain shit that you're willing to do and certain shit you're willing not to do. And that's what, if somebody thinks that's ridiculous, look, there's people, if you walk down any street in America, there are people down the street that you can know right away, I'm not going to fuck that person.
Ever.
And so for somebody to pass judgment and be like, oh, they're not going to fuck, well, yeah, there's people that have preferences and that, but I understand that. I guess she said some disparaging shit against.
Yeah, she was calling out actors for working with people who are known as gay or lesbian.
But she didn't name names, but she said, I try to protect myself. Good luck working with this particular performer.
Just to clarify, too, I think she also had some kind of statements about or tweets about how there were different STD testing standards. According to her, I don't know if this is true. It'd be something that it would be worth talking to like Ella or someone else, because I haven't heard that before of different testing standards.
The same. But yeah, we can talk to Ella about it.
Yeah, but if there is any truth to that, then I could see how there would be some health concerns, but I don't know if it's true or not. Or I don't know if she was lied to about those different standards, if there are any.
Well, I know certainly back in the day, I mean, there was definitely a higher percentage of gay men that got like certain STDs versus the rest of the population. But that's mainly because you don't have to protect yourself.
Yeah.
So, I
get it.
You're not worried about getting pregnant, so, yeah.
Nobody wants to see a really hot young girl die. You know what I mean?
No.
Unless you're into necrophilia. Then.
Or you're, what's that guy's name? Fucking John Paul or whatever his name is?
Yeah. Oh, we should get into
Logan
him.
Paul.
Logan Paul.
John Paul has the fucking...
Goddamn. Who want to set it up?
The white Jamaican rapper guy. Fuck that all up. Sorry, John Paul.
He ain't doing nothing. He ain't offended.
Get with him.
So this...
You're talking about Sean Paul?
Yeah.
Sean Paul.
Yeah, he said John Paul. I was like, wait a minute.
Isn't John Paul he's a basketball guy, right? Yeah, I'm fucking it all.
John Wall. He's a basketball.
Wait. Are you sure you're not?
You're dropping into blue territory now.
Yeah, wait. Are you sure it's not Paul Wall?
Paul Wall, John Wall, Sean Paul.
Who's John? Oh,
he's a Pope.
God damn it, Pope. I knew there was a fucking John Paul.
Pope to them dead girls.
I know I was tripping, but I wasn't tripping that much. It wasn't John Paul. I was famous.
Oh man,
John Paul.
Oh yeah, so this Logan Paul is a big YouTuber. He started off his career doing Vine videos, and when
he was like 12 or some shit.
Yeah, and he did pretty funny videos, but now he does like daily blogging on YouTube. But over maybe about a week ago, recently he posted up a video of him when he's in Japan, in this forest called the Suicide Forest, where a lot of people go there and they will hang themselves.
Is that where they all go? Oh, you already said the. All right.
Yeah.
I joked I was gonna set it up.
But yeah, while he was filming there, he actually saw a guy who was dead, like perched against a tree, and instead of not showing his footage on his YouTube channel, he actually still showed it, and he like goes up to the body. He doesn't do anything like disrespectful to the body, but just the fact that he posted the video of it online, people are really offended by it.
Now,
so
is the culture, I guess the whole understanding of suicide different in Japan than here? I'm curious, is it like, because I couldn't fathom like a suicide forest being here in the United States without it being like heavily guarded.
No, you're tripping. Because the Golden Gate Bridge.
Well, I was going to say the Golden Gate Bridge is something different, but they've done a lot.
It's not different if you think about it. People go there to die a shitload.
Yes,
they just don't call it Suicide Bridge.
Yeah, but essentially, we've done a lot of stuff to the Golden Gate Bridge. Is probably one of the most landmark places in the United States. They put up suicide fences and netting.
The thing with this forest is that it's at the bottom of Mount Fuji, so it's like a popular like tourist area. It's just that like people just go to this one area to commit suicide.
Golden Gate Bridge, a popular tourist area.
Yeah. People still jump off even with all the suicide like nets and shit. They just hit the net and then keep jumping. So
damn,
I mean, it's not gonna stop you.
They made a documentary about it too.
Yeah.
Well,
it's called The Bridge.
Yeah, I read that.
Yeah, there's a guy that like jumped off and lived. He was like, "Fuck."
Yeah,
There's a couple people that have lived. There's one dude, he jumped, I think, 4 or 5 times, and then on his last attempt, he finally died.
God damn.
On the documentary that Prodigy was talking about, there's a guy on his cell phone calling several people. He's like laughing. He hangs up and jumps off the bridge.
Shit.
Dead.
Yeah, so this YouTuber Logan Paul, he posted up an apology on his Twitter, and people were like, "No, dude, like this is stupid. Like you shouldn't have done this." But what's so funny about it too is that bitch ass Pootie Pie commented on it too. It's like, wait, didn't you just call somebody a nigger like a few videos ago? Like you can't be jumping on this. You just sit down and shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he's another big, but they're both huge.
Yeah,
like,
the big, huge
stars.
YouTubers. Yeah. But funny story is that Prodigy's son, I was talking to him once, and he was talking about how he asked him like about his name, and because his name is Logan. Sorry, I put that out there, but
yeah, that's fine.
He said he doesn't like his name just because kids at school tease him, and they call him Logan Paul, and he didn't know who Logan Paul was until I showed him. I was like, oh, it's this guy. He's actually a pretty funny dude, but now since this shit's going on, it's like, dude, that fucking sucks.
Yeah, we have to have some conversations with him before school starts again.
Yeah.
But yeah, the controversy hit. I mean, especially on Twitter and whatnot. The backlash was pretty drastic. I didn't know I've never watched any of it.
Yeah,
I don't know who the fuck this dude is.
He looks like a man-child to me.
Yeah.
But the weird thing is that, you know what I realized today, actually not even just today, it happened with PewDiePie, is that people put way too much stock in YouTube people. It's like they're just normal people that put a camera on themselves. They're not fucking trained. They didn't go to fucking college. They're they're people that just made a bunch of money when they were young, and most people that make money when they're young don't do very fucking well, to be honest with you. They don't have the best decision-making skills.
What's also interesting about this, too, is that in his apology, he mentioned how, like, when you're editing video, like, you have to sit there and think about it, like, should I post this or not? And he actually ran it by his friends, and none of them said, like, oh, no.
They're dumbasses, too.
Yeah, exactly.
They just trying to ride that gravy train.
So I went to a channel of people who still, like, oh, go ahead and post it, so...
They're yes, man.
Was he doing, like, it? I mean, obviously,
it's just a vlog.
Being there was disrespectful and everything, and filming it, but was he, like, poking it with a stick?
No.
Well, supposedly the thumbnail of his picture was a picture of him, and in the background was a dead body.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
So it's one of those, like, those motherfuckers that are taking, like, selfies at, like, fucking what's it called?
Oh, the one with the dead dolphin?
At the Holocaust place.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
They were shaming, Auschwitz, where they were shaming people for doing that.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny though. They got all the photos of those like idiot millennials that were taking like selfies, and they were like just putting them out there. And then like he was like, "I'll remove it from my site if you apologize for disrespecting this place and stuff."
I know that they have signs about that, because even when I went to the 9/11 stuff, they were like, "No, you don't take selfies here. Don't do any dumb shit. Just watch yourself."
Yeah, it's like, how would you feel if you died and then somebody's taking a selfie at your fucking gravestone? Like, look at this dead motherfucker. Yeah. He's still dead.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, man? Come on.
But my thing is,
actually, I don't think that's funny, but that's just me. Like, if I was dead, I'd be like, that guy's making fun of me and I'm fucking dead.
Funny.
But that's just me. All right, I can understand people would be fucking pissed.
Yeah, I'll fucking hunt your ass.
It's weird. Like, YouTube has very odd rules, though. Like, because they allowed this.
There's rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because they don't really, like, there's nobody sitting there watching every video and pulling them
Hold
down.
the fuck on. We've had multiple videos that have been pulled because of fucking are at least monetization being pulled for like stupid bullshit.
Yep.
What they have like algorithms that like go in and like they look for like audio that matches other audio, but then they also have the same thing for like videos. So that's why a lot of people when they like do React videos, they speed up the video just a little bit because it throws off their little algorithm thing.
It's the same bots that shut down Prodigy.
Oh, so it is.
Exact same bots.
Yeah, they do the same thing with pictures. They look to see if it's been posted before. And like this.
But I'm still gonna fuck Zuck's wife. You gotta watch it.
Damn.
That's not a threat. That's a promise.
But I bet you that guy's going to suffer relatively little, except for like losing sponsors. He's going to suffer little consequences.
None. Yeah, almost done.
Yeah.
He's still gonna have millions of followers and even more, money and revenue from those
I'm
followers.
going to do an experiment. We're going to look at Logan Paul. I'm going to look at his last video post, and I bet you it sells millions of views.
Yeah.
Shit, even his apology had millions of views.
Probably tens of millions. Yeah.
Because people are probably like, what's he apologizing for?
Well, when it was trending and whatnot, I was like, whom's to do this motherfucker?
Well, one crazy thing is that if you saw a dead body, are you gonna be like, oh, let me go check on that body? Like, if I saw a dead body, I would freak the fuck out. Like, holy shit, dude, it's a dead body. Like, we need to get the fuck out of here. Let's call the police and get some help or some shit.
Now, if it was that porn star, I would.
How dare you speak about August?
Yeah, it's hilarious. All right, so I don't know what day he put this out.
Yeah.
But I can tell you like what his videos numbers are right now. 2 days ago, he released a Pokemon video in Tokyo, 6.4 million views. He's got a So Sorry video that was released yesterday, 21 million views.
Of course.
He's still getting millions of views.
Tens of
it
millions.
doesn't fucking matter. And like he has 15 million subscribers.
So I'm sure there's sorry ones because it's probably been linked to different news medias and stuff like that.
It don't matter.
Most people don't give a fuck though. But yeah they're he'll be fine. He's still gonna get millions of views.
Yep.
And that's if you get 1 million views, you don't gotta work.
Yeah.
So as long as it gets over 1 million views, that's fucking fine.
This is his job, basically, being a YouTuber.
Yeah, he posts a video every day. He's been posting a video every day for like the last like 4 or 5 years.
But are they? I guess my thing is,
They're
are
just
they?
vlogs.
That's not every day.
Are they? I mean, is anybody like a huge like? I guess there are huge fans, but is it something where it's so like funny or so insightful that
Well, he's like kind of rich, so he like buys like expensive cars and does all the different
His dad a fucking Raptor. I just saw that. I really want that fucking truck. I'm just saying.
I don't want to see him driving it.
Apparently his dad's driving it. But hey, can we get this video big enough so I can buy a fucking Raptor? That's all I'm saying. I just want a fucking Raptor.
Exactly.
Right? The new one, not the old one. The new one.
I want a real Raptor, like fucking T-Rex Raptor and
And see
shit.
this, and our YouTube channel just fucked up. See, this is why we can't have nice shit. Mm-hmm. So now I gotta restart the stream. So.
God damn. Homestead do we gotta kill? While that's going on, one of the biggest Netflix debuts. Oh,
You're not talking to the mic.
I'm not talking to the mic. Now I am.
Turn it. There you go.
Yeah. One of the biggest Netflix debuts that came out this past week was motherfucking Black Mirror.
Oh.
Season 4.
Well, I mean,
They debut.
that was one of a couple.
The fuck? Hey, what would you like to go into?
Well, most of y'all saw Bright, which everyone else is.
I didn't see
Okay. Okay.
I said most of y'all. I haven't seen
Take
it
the
yet.
fucking steering wheel. Turn it to Bright. Go ahead, motherfucker.
So Bright debuted over the weekend.
I think Onin's on the spectrum.
Flaggerjacked you.
Holy shit.
Just snatched
You
your
just
chain.
said, don't be like, oh, you can have the wheel now. And take this wheel.
He's like, yo, shit.
He's like, what
Go ahead.
chain?
I'm writing it down. Not picking up social cues. All right. Old Ninja's on the spectrum.
Please continue, motherfucker.
So Bright debuted with 11 million views. With Will Smith and Orcs and fucking magic and shit. Already approved for season 2.
Did anybody see it? Or it's a movie.
I heard you saw part of it.
24 minutes.
Yeah, I got like
Yeah.
15 minutes to it. I couldn't do it.
Nope.
I still want to see it.
Yeah?
I tried, man. It's just bad.
Supposedly it's rough.
It's
Did you watch the whole thing?
No, I haven't watched it.
How you gonna not see it?
I said most of it. Yeah, I said that was one of the other things that fucking Netflix brought out.
I'm the leader in the clubhouse with 24 minutes. How are we supposed to talk about that?
Oh, please, Stitch, describe this movie a little bit. What made you stop?
Will Smith
I
is a
saw
cop.
credits and Will Smith and an orc, and I was done.
Only thing is I know is okay. Will Smith is a LAPD cop, like I guess maybe the 9th time we've seen him.
Yeah, this is Bad Boys in Fairyland.
Yeah, because I think it was but his partner is an orc, and
Like Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
yeah, and supposedly, I guess when they were riding together as partners, Will Smith got shot by another orc.
Oh, it's not Training Day?
I thought it was gonna be like Training Day.
I thought it was too.
And so Will Smith got fucked up, and then he gets back. I guess he recovers from his injuries, and he's back teamed up with his orc partner, and everybody hates the orc because orcs can't be trusted. Blah 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 blah.
Orcs are like niggas in this.
Is that? I was gonna say there's like racial stuff with this that I've heard.
Orcs are black people.
Are the color folks?
Yeah, and they just there's this sort of back history with, I guess, this civil war between orcs and people that took place, and the orcs just pledged their allegiance towards other orcs, so they can't be trusted by general people. It's weird. And then there's this like Elysium type area of the city that's super nice,
where everyone lives.
Yeah, where the elves are like fucking.
It's like Beverly Hills, but with elves.
So the elves are the Jews?
Basically, and they're like all super rich, driving fancy ass cars.
Yeah, and I'm just like, this is getting and I'm like, okay, I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
But they're just overly laying it on super fucking thick, and it was just like, I'm getting annoyed with it. Like, I understand these are racial tones and stuff, and this is where you're substituting elves and orcs and humans, but let's get on with the story. And after like 30 minutes, I'm like, I'm sick and fucking tired of it. Absolutely sick and tired of it. It was just annoying. Like, all the tropes, like there's like the white cop that's just like, you can't trust the orcs. Orcs bad. I'm like, oh my fucking, can we progress? Like, I want to know what happened with the Civil War that happened.
Yeah.
But no, didn't get past that, and I was like, I'm done.
So, that means they're gonna do a sequel, then a prequel.
Yeah,
Probably.
I think a sequel got approved by Netflix.
Yeah, it was already approved.
But what's also interesting is that Will Smith has like this weird looking mustache. It just kept bothering the fuck out of me. It was like
Porn stash.
it was almost like a porn stash. It was like almost like a long Hitler mustache. Like it wasn't like long where it went to like his lip. It was like a little bit short of that, which is
Can we pull something
weird.
out? Can we pull something out? I need to see this.
And it just kept fucking bothering me. I was like, come on, Will, man.
Does he look like Uncle Phil in this a little bit? Or?
Nah.
Okay.
He sounds like he described.
Well, the one thing I understand is with the fairies, like how come like they were like little pests.
I didn't even get past the.
Everywhere they would go, they would like try to kill them and stuff. See, it's like weird, right?
No, that's a mustache.
I don't get the Hitler thing.
It just looks weird on them.
It's a mustache.
Yeah.
It's a normal mustache. If you're black.
Man, I'm just used to him having like the goatee thing going.
Yeah.
It's kind of a low res shot, but
Well, I think what it is that he has like that cop mustache, so it just makes it like I'm in trouble.
He is a cop, I mean. All right. So, a lot of people hated it. It seems like y'all weren't interested in it enough to even finish it.
I'm gonna
Some
try.
people are caping for it pretty hard though, and saying
Really?
it's good. I mean, I've been seeing a lot of mixed reviews about it. Some people say, "Oh, it's really good," but
Really good? Wow.
I based on the 24 minutes that I watched, and like I said, it's only 24 minutes. I couldn't get into it unless it progresses off the charts afterwards. Then maybe I'll try and force myself to watch an airport.
Notice how the motherfucker who brought this up is silent as a fucking
Didn't even watch it.
Yeah,
sitting there.
I'm reading the chat.
fucking church mouse.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I don't know about this movie. I wanted to bring it up. All right. Black Mirror.
Yes.
Motherfucking shit. Season 4.
Also on Netflix.
Yeah, well, Season 4 dropped.
6 episodes.
6 episodes. You don't have to watch them in order. We know what Black Mirror is all about. It's all about basically a...
Black people in mirrors.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all about uplifting black folks. You know, we're beautiful. I'm just kidding.
Singing gospels.
It's basically Twilight Zone, but with an internet new age twist in every single episode.
It's like X-Files version of Star Wars, or not Star Wars. Of,
Shit, they come on tonight.
yeah, it did. It's like X-Files meet the Twilight Zone.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. I think almost all of us at least saw episode 1.
I've seen none of it.
Yeah,
Well, I saw the pig episode in the first season.
Okay, yeah.
That shit was great. And I was like, no, thank you. That was fucking gross.
Oh man.
Yeah, I've seen episode 1, 2, and 4.
Yeah, and I've only seen the 1 and 4.
I've seen 1, 2, and 3.
I've seen 2, 4, 6, and
That's it.
Five?
There's only 6. Isn't there?
2, 4, 6. I went out of order.
Yeah, I was
didn't
like
watch it in
2,
any
4,
order.
5, 6.
2, 4, 6, and then 3. Yeah, I was trying to remember the order I watched it.
I definitely want all of us to at least see episode 1 of season 4.
Yeah, episode 1 is long.
It's a little long, but it has the theme of Star Trek from the old, or the first generation Star Trek with Captain James T. Kirk and shit, only with a
dank-ass twist.
Yeah, virtual reality fucking twist to it that's stalkerish and creepy and fucking awesome.
Well, the guy who played the captain, I can't remember his name. Like for a second, the Sweetness and I, we were watching the episode and we were like, "Is that fucking Matt Damon?" Because he looked like Matt Damon.
Him,
I was like, "Is that Matt Damon?" I had to like look him up. Like, "Oh, that's not Matt Damon."
He looked like a fat Matt Damon.
He did, right?
Yeah, I will give you that.
But that episode was really fun to watch, just because like, you know, the guy had his persona in this world, in the space world, but then like he was like a little bitch in his real world. It's kind of
It was just crazy because he was stealing people's like DNA and shit.
yeah.
It was fucking crazy. I was like, oh, I thought he like coded them. No, he like stole a piece of them, which like literally copied them into the game.
Watch episode 6. Episode 6 is really good.
What's crazy though is that this is actually like taken from another episode too, because there's a previous episode with the guy from Mad Men where he works for a company and they make a personal assistant. It's almost like Amazon's Echo.
It sounds like
with,
her.
like Google Home. And what it is that the guy actually fucking clones you and turns you into like this little computer program and puts you inside this box. And your personal assistant is actually a smaller version of you. And it's crazy because like in that episode, he like the person's assistant didn't want to do the job. She's like, no, I'm not gonna do anything. And what he could do is he could speed up time in her world, but she won't die. Like she doesn't need to eat her or sleep or anything. But she basically suffered for 100 years, even though only like 2 seconds went by.
Damn.
In her world, 1,000 or 100 years went by, and she's like, I'll do it. I'll just stop everything. And so she started to like actually do the assistant stuff. But man, that episode was fucking crazy too.
Yeah, that was that was like an Inception episode too.
Oh yeah,
because it was like you find worlds within worlds. You're like, what the fuck? Yeah, it was a good episode.
Yeah, definitely check out that episode.
I can't wait to talk about episode 6 with you guys. It's just so hilarious because
episode 1 was really.
There's this thing that happens, and it would be such a good Ask Them BTI question.
Okay.
But it I can see where it was going to veer off and just be all bad, and then it gets all bad.
Well, let's commit for next week. At least finish 6 and 1.
Okay.
I'll start watching. So I'm taking next week off so I can take.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch it in any order.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
those
It can
those
be
are
any
listening.
order.
Yeah, you can watch them in any order. They don't tie in. I mean, I guess the one episode had a little bit of hint from something you were saying from one of the previous ones.
Yeah, there's like the technology kind of ties. They
But
use
most of them,
similar
I guess,
technology.
don't. You
So
can just-
the one where your eyes record everything you do, and then you can go back. You're using a tablet and rewind the tape.
The one I'll recommend for couples, actually, though, is episode 4.
Yeah.
Because it's literally all about dating and finding, quote unquote, the right person.
Yeah.
And the trials with that. I'm not going to spoil anything from it, but if you can and you do have a significant other, watch it with them.
That's
It's
what actually kind of
interesting.
fucked me up. I was like, man, that's how life is. Like you can't just jump and end up in a relationship. You got to like kind of build up to that relationship, and that's basically what this episode's about. It's
Yeah,
kinda cool.
yeah. So much more to come, but we'll definitely be watching at least number 1 and number 6 collectively.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Let's move on to something that is not on the list. Sorry,
Okay.
sometimes I talk way too fucking fast. Same lines though. Netflix specials.
Yeah.
Motherfucking Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Oh,
did you
yeah.
watch? I watched both of them.
I watched both of them,
Okay.
but unfortunately, the second one I was kind of in and out. I watched most of it, but I can't remember all of it.
Okay.
The first one I definitely watched all of it. Fucking hilarious.
Yes.
He did a thing that I've never seen another comedian do.
Backwards
ever.
joke?
Yes. He gave you the motherfucking punchline first.
Wow.
First, he bragged about how fucking
Yes.
dope he was. And then he was like, look, he gave the fucking punchline and then gave you the joke, and the punchline was still fucking funny.
Yeah.
So he
It was
fucking
still funny.
momented you?
Yes, and I don't want to give it away, but it's a fucking great joke.
It's good.
Yeah, and it comes back around.
And this is the one where you had 2 stand-ups, right?
Yes.
2 stand-ups.
Okay.
One's in DC, one's in LA.
Yeah, just like last time.
Okay.
The last time was in L.A. and Texas, wasn't it? Yeah.
But what's cool about this one is that the one in was it New York? I think it was. What was the first one?
First one's in DC.
DC. Okay, so the one in DC was in a huge theater.
Yeah.
The one in LA was in
Like a comedy
the comedy store, the Belly Room, which is fucking super small. It holds maybe 100 people. Like,
Wow.
if that...
Yeah,
Wow,
he's
that
sitting
is
like
funny.
from the audience, like no further than me and Kronos right now.
Yeah,
Wow.
you could have kicked somebody.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, literally kicked somebody.
Kick over the table.
Yeah.
Was there any controversy with this stand-up? Because it dropped on New Year's Day, right?
Oh, well, he talked about trans because people were talking
Yeah.
shit about his trans jokes. He talked about that a lot, which, I mean, he had a good point. I mean, listen, trans folks, you're not immune from jokes. Sorry, nobody is. You're not immune from jokes. I mean, what he was saying was not, in my opinion, it wasn't disrespectful. It was fucking funny. You know what I mean? I hope that people weren't offended by it because it's that humor. And the way that Dave Chappelle does his shit is that basically nobody's safe. I mean, he made jokes about, God damn it, there was another like protected group that he made a joke about. I can't fucking remember what.
Black people.
No. But he made a lot of really good jokes, a lot of really good points during this whole fucking set.
And even in what he said in this episode, in this
disabled
series,
people. He made fun of disabled people.
he sort of gives a nice little speech about it by saying, blah 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 blah. I don't understand it, but in the same way, people should be protected for however they feel, and etc. And they aren't any deserving of the same protections and rights and privileges that I have and everything. And so I was like, that sums it up exactly. I don't know how you were twisting his words around.
They're still going to.
Yeah, well, yeah. People are still not, I guess, just selectively ignoring that sort of brief statement that he said in the middle of it.
We want comedians to be like more responsible with their words and politicians or anybody else. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Hey,
You know?
he didn't whip his dick out in front of somebody and start jacking off.
Exactly.
You know, so I'm happy.
I remember Eddie Murphy had this one joke where he talked about how he was driving in a car with Stevie Wonder, and they were joking about something, and he had said he told Stevie Wonder, he's like, oh, if you're complaining about this, here, just take the wheel. Or he says, he's all that music and shit you doing, that's all cool, but if you want to impress me, here, take the wheel. And people got mad at him, be like, oh, so he's gonna fucking drive because he's blind and crash like that. People got offended by that.
Shut the fuck.
But it was a fucking joke. It was a hilarious joke.
Yeah, it was just jokes. Not like he made him do it.
No.
People forget about, like, back in the day, like, a lot of the jokes for, especially black comedians, were they used to say really disparaging shit about gay people.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Would
On
just,
Eddie
like,
Murphy's
gloss
Raw,
over that shit.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, talk about faggots. All, just pardon me for saying that fucking word. That's what he said in his fucking
Yeah.
shows. So.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, you saw even stuff in the early
Different
2000s.
times. Yeah, but different times.
You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And even, one thing that is weird for me to watch Dave Chappelle now is that he still drops the N-bomb a lot. And I'm still just like, just enjoy the fucking show.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the show. But for me, that's something that's it's still offensive to me, but I still appreciate his comedic value.
There you
You
go.
know what I mean? So I kind of like overlook him dropping the N-bomb so much because he says it in a way that's like, he says it not only for just like comedy, but it's mostly to add to his comic effect.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And I can appreciate that, but at the same time, I still don't like the fucking word.
Yeah.
So,
Gotta remember Richard Pryor. He did all kinds of shit as well.
Well, and comedy is supposed to get people riled up, one way or another.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I definitely want to watch that this weekend.
it's good.
And I've heard people really loving it, so that's good.
Yeah, he touches on a lot of topics. He talks about the whole Me Too movement, stuff
really?
going on with the harassment. Yeah, it seemed like it was
California.
pretty recent when it was actually filmed. He touches on like Weinstein, all of them,
Wow,
by
okay,
name.
good,
like
good.
yeah, so he's to Kevin Spacey.
he even had my same premise about Weinstein. I was just like, wow, for real?
he's like I turned down $10 million from Comedy Central, and you can't turn down someone whipping out their dick.
He's talking about their weak bitches.
Yeah, that's funny. That's hilarious. I love it.
Damn.
I can't wait. I might watch that tomorrow.
Did we get a few new shows that dropped this week too from
Yes,
Netflix?
actually, I asked Crotus. I didn't see a response, but did you see that season 2 of Travelers dropped?
Yes, I really didn't see that you said that. Sorry, but yeah, I did see it. I started watching the first one, but
shit.
I couldn't make it through. So I'm definitely gonna watch it. But it's a show that both me and K-Mac watch, so we have to like schedule time to watch that.
Is it 13 episodes again?
I didn't check.
Yeah, I didn't check either, but I was like, oh, another fucking new season. There we go.
There you go. Now, let's switch up to movies just a little bit. I didn't see this one, but you guys are raving about The Rock and Kevin Hart's Jumanji.
It's not even just The Rock
Yeah.
and Kevin Hart. You have to also include Jack Black.
Okay.
Jack Black needs a fucking Oscar for
Wow.
his acting in this shit because basically he plays like a teenage girl in a man's body.
Oh god.
Oh, shit.
Like an older man's body, and it's fucking hilarious.
He plays it well too. It's
Like-
Yeah.
so fucking funny.
I mean, like when Rob Schneider did it?
It's way better.
I forgot
Yeah.
about Rob Schneider.
No. This is really. It's like all the nuances that he did. They're really good.
Because he used to annoy me, so I used to not be a fan of Jack Black. I even like School of Rock. I was just like, for a while he just annoyed me, so I was just kind of turned off by his thing. But it's been a while, so I'll go back and I'll check it out.
He's legit funny in this.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's great about this movie is that when they first announced that they were making a Jumanji movie with The Rock and Kevin Hart in it, I was like, why? Like, come on, Hollywood, why you got to keep shitting on our childhood and shit like that? But this movie actually did a really decent job of, like, you know, keeping the franchise alive and kind of nodding back to the original, and like the way everything happened was very well done. It wasn't like some fuck show, whatever, or dumpster fuck.
Yeah,
it's like a video game, right?
Yeah, it's a video game, but it made sense as a video game because it's just like, who the fuck plays board games anymore? I mean, I do with my daughter because she likes board games, but most folks don't. They play video games, and they basically rectify it in the first 10 minutes.
Good.
Yeah.
So a good premise all the way around.
Oh, yeah.
It's very clever how they do it too. It's kind of smooth, but there's a scene where they do a little nod to Robin Williams' character, because in the original Jumanji, Robin Williams' character is sucked into Jumanji, and they do a nod to him. Like, you can see he has like this little base that he lived at, and he had his name written on there. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was real cool.
So what are y'all? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, what are you giving it? I mean, you liked it.
I'm getting a 9.5. It was hilarious.
Wow.
It was so funny.
Yeah, I'll give it a solid 9. It was really enjoyable. I was super fucking surprised.
That's
that
great.
It was good. Yeah.
Non-stop hilarity, dude. From beginning to end. It was just so funny.
One of your favorite, I know it's not just his movie, but one of your favorite rock movies?
I would say, yeah. I would say it's second to Game Plan for rock movies.
Okay. All right. So way up there. That's
yeah.
It's a definitely a good movie. Even like the ancillary characters, they're all good. I mean, even Kevin Hart, because God damn it, I don't want to give anything away about the movie because I want you guys to go watch the movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's just like everybody that's in the movie, like all the characters that you see, like Kevin Hart, The Rock.
Isn't Nebula
Jack
in
Black.
this?
That's a good
So
question.
that is her.
Yeah, I think that is
it's
her.
Nebula, right?
But they're all different people in real life.
Okay.
And so seeing them like adjust them in the game, it's just like it's pretty funny. Because like the guy who plays The Rock is not a fucking bodybuilder.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, like everybody that plays the other characters, and like the guy that plays Kevin Hart is especially funny because he's not like Kevin Hart. So,
Good shit.
Total fucking opposite.
Yeah, total opposite.
I can't wait to see that.
But it's funny because like every character has like their strength and weakness, which is fucking hilarious. And they show this in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler. But Kevin Hart's character, one of his weaknesses is cake.
What the fuck?
And there's
like booty cake?
No, like birthday cake. And so
what was I thinking?
He eats a piece of cake and fucking blows up, dude. It's so fucking funny.
It is Nebula. Her name's Karen Gillian.
Good shit.
She's Nebula.
Yeah, it's hard to recognize her when she's not in the Guardians makeup, but she had a big year with 2 good movies in, right?
Yeah. Guardians.
Oh yeah.
She's working on like Gal.
How dare you?
Gal's working on
Damn! Out of nowhere, still dabbing in 2018.
Yeah, I was trying to give you I was going to lob up a softball and say that this movie beat Last Jedi in the domestic box office
Too
this
late
weekend.
now, yeah.
But fuck your shit.
Yeah, because Jumanji ain't hitting that $2 billion mark.
How did Jurassic World do though?
I ain't caking for no.
You want to make some bets?
I'm just happy I'm out of my coma from that boring ass movie.
The funny thing is, if you had seen Last Jedi, you would have had some great fucking points.
I wouldn't know what was going on. I tried to hear some reviews, and I was like, I'm even more confused based on what everyone's mad about and what people are saying you shouldn't be mad about. So I was like, then I would have to go and watch these other boring ass movies. I'm like, no.
It's actually funny now, since we're talking about The Last Jedi, I actually want to lower my score, because after I've never had somebody influence my review of a movie like Matt did and some other people. Like, it actually made me drop the points down one, so I gave it like a 7.5, but now I want to give it a 6.5.
Like I said, I dropped mine down based upon like after the fact. You know what I mean?
I think it's a lot of it was like not the nostalgia, but kind of the special effects that had me up such a high level. But then going back and thinking about the story, it's like it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, there was shit that happened in the movie that were definitely just to move the story forward, and it was like the plot forward, and it was definitely mistakes, like the autopilot and shit like that. And
Purple hair.
yeah,
Dude, it's funny because I was watching CinemaSin, and they were going over the prequels, and there's this scene where where Obi-Wan Kenobi he says that flying is for the droids.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's like back from The Last Jedi. Like, droids should have been flying that ship. Instead of using, they could use autopilot or some shit.
Or use purple hair chicks.
It's like you do it literally in a car. You just take a brick and put it on your fucking gas pedal. Just jump the fuck out. Or just keep going.
They've done that since 70s action movies.
Yeah, and this is in space. You ain't hitting shit. You know what I mean? You gotta worry about nothing.
Well, Failure Bueller did that when he was trying to roll back the speedometer on his friend's Ferrari. Yeah.
Goddamn. Yeah, the more you think about it, the lower everybody's score is on that goddamn movie. Some of the criticism was fair.
I still fucking liked it.
I liked it too. But there's, but like I pointed out the project, there's stupid shit like the kiss. Like people freaked out and said this is stupid and unnecessary.
It was pretty flat though. The kiss.
Yeah, but like people were like hating. Like people hate Rose. Like legit.
I didn't hate Rose. I
would say
oh my god, you should see the hate for this.
That kiss was a little bit sexual harassment though, because Ed was nasty for it. Look on his face as she did it.
There was no consent. Yeah. They didn't say yes, you may kiss me.
Yeah, she just jumped up. Yes, you may
violated.
It was space rape.
Oh shit!
Damn it!
But in space, no one can hear you scream.
Damn.
I think in space nobody can hear you fat.
Shit!
That's a good name.
That might be the name for this podcast.
Write that down, Kronos. Write it down. Holy shit!
Oh, I want to talk about something that's
necrophilia and space rape jokes. We doing it now. We doing it. I'm sorry. What were you saying? Fuck what you saying.
It's 2018, bitch. New shit.
Yeah.
So y'all see this shit about Michael B. Jordan?
So, okay, before you even go in, because I know what the dumb shit you're going to bring up in.
Oh, boy.
It is dumb shit.
The dumb shit you're going to bring up in is fake and isn't real, but please continue, motherfucker.
You going on for 2018 with your...
Yeah.
So, first of all, this is posted by someone with the... actually, we all know. He's a professor at Cal State Fresno. And he posted up about Michael B. Jordan dating an Instagram model and how people were fucking arguing about it. But then they're saying, well, this one side is claiming that black women plan to boycott Black Panther because of this.
He's dating a white chick or something?
Yeah, apparently she's white, but she doesn't look white. She looks actually Hispanic.
Is it all black women? Because that's like 7% of the population.
No.
Nobody, not to sound like an asshole, but it's not going to be on the box office.
So this is angry black woman Twitter is mad.
Because it's not going to be everybody.
Yeah, of course.
It's a small percentage.
You've forgotten what I've already said. This is some fake shit. You know that, right?
This chick is hot as fuck.
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
Her name is Ashley.
Castro.
Pull up on the screen. Let me see her.
Damn, she
Get
got
the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I don't. Here's the thing. This was debunked all day long, as like complete fake shit.
So, like I said, this is posted by a professor who teaches in a university system.
Professors can get fooled like anybody else with fake bullshit.
But still, I mean, what do you think about this? Like, if this were real,
yeah,
no. But if
what do you think about the orcs and the fairies?
Yeah, what do I think if a unicorn walked in this room? I don't fucking know.
Oh shit! You know how good that fucking meat would? Chop that up, fucking sell it on the black market.
I think overall, black people are going to be overwhelmingly supporting this more so than almost any other film this year, if not more than any film this decade.
There's a lot of Ashley Castros out there.
Oh, what? Wait.
Ashlyn.
No, that says. You see the name on there?
Suck my Ashley.
That was the Instagram thought. I like that one.
Oh boy.
Oh damn.
Ashlyn, okay.
Thought you was on Thought Patrol.
Yeah, obviously on Thought Patrol.
No, you ain't.
But the flesh is willing.
You on Food Patrol?
I'll get us back onto the road of real news. And
yeah, they need to shut. What the fuck?
If it's real, since it's not real, but
Even if it was real,
damn.
I'm just saying, she's
bad as fuck.
Bad.
Let me pull up a picture.
Whole lot hotter than what your boy Baron Davis is doing.
Oh, damn! You bad about purple hair still?
That's Ashlyn Castro.
She bad as fuck.
She is
She bad.
She extra bad.
Yeah.
And she's Latin too.
Slim thick. He doing well. Baron out there taking L's.
Oh man, he busting loads.
Hey,
Busting loads in dusty old pussy.
hey, you know what? I'll say it again. I don't give a fuck. She looks great for her age.
But I thought she was 60.
Well, she's like 50, but yeah, she looks great for her age.
Damn.
Wait, who we talking about?
Laura Dern.
Baron Davis was this basketball player, and so he retired a few years ago, and he's dating purple hair from Star Wars.
Laura Dern.
And from
She
Jurassic
was
Park.
alpha right there. Goddamn it. In Star Wars, she looked not
Chick
bad.
from Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
she's-
Original Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Back when Jeff Goldblum had no gray hair.
Oh shit.
Wait, she was like the
No, I gotta take it back. It's not.
She has some bad older photos, man.
Yeah, she's not bad. Oh, yeah, oh, you know what? I fucking take it back.
We
backpedaling.
retraction.
I'll retract.
I mean, she's not. I'm not saying anything bad about her as an actress or a person. I'm just saying she's older, much older than him. That's all I'm saying.
She is much older than him.
That's all.
So Prodigy,
What you got?
did you get a chance to play the beta to Monster Hunter
what the
World?
fuck is
Are we going into that? Hold on. Fuck your shit. You hold. What are you
the
saying,
fuck?
Spitz?
I was going to talk about the that swatting incident. that
Oh yeah,
took
yeah.
place.
Let's get into some real stuff.
Wait,
Set it up.
swatting flies? What the fuck?
God
Set
damn
it up. Set it up.
That's what I thought.
I guess apparently sometime over the holiday break, I guess maybe around New Year's, and I think was it in Texas? I forget what state.
Let's blame it on Texas, but I don't know for sure.
There was a incident where a person was killed on what they call swatting, which is a where a person will call a police department and try to elicit a SWAT team response to a certain address. It's done mainly as a sort of prank to scare the person that has the SWAT team showing up to the house. But in this case, and in other cases before, it's resulted in deadly consequences.
It happened in Kansas.
Okay. So yeah, and I guess the person was killed. I think from what I read, they arrested the person responsible, which is good.
but it was from a Call of Duty game, I believe.
Yeah, well, to get you SWAT somebody when you're playing against them,
Yep.
and to get them to like basically log off.
But they do it to celebrities too.
Wait a minute. I'm confused. Wait.
Yeah, so you're playing against somebody that's kicking your fucking ass. You call up that police department and you get them to fucking SWAT them, and then all of a sudden they're out of the picture
Yep. Just over a fucking video game.
over a game. It's literally that fucking petty, bro.
Yeah. That's how awful it is. It's one of the worst things ever, and especially when it results in a fatality, which you alluded to has happened before.
Yeah.
I press the highest charges possible.
Well, this is the problem, man. I mean, so the SWAT team is a hammer, a fucking hammer.
Yeah, of course.
All right, that's all they do is just go in and hammer shit. And if you're a guy that is not a nail, if you're also a hammer, and somebody breaks in your house like that, two hammers meet.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And obviously the other hammer's got way more guns than you do.
Oh yeah.
So
SWAT winning that every time almost.
almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost. But
Yeah, they came prepared.
it's just like, if somebody broke in my house right now with guns and I knew who the fuck they were, like, I'll probably get killed. Like, honestly, that's the way, because I don't know the fuck, even if you're wearing a fucking cop uniform, if I know I didn't do shit wrong, break in my house with a fucking gun in my face, I'm gonna defend myself, and that's probably what the fucking father did.
Yep. I don't know I don't know the details in terms of what the department knew was going on or what was said to the operators over the phone and everything. I've had at one of my other jobs, I've had a swatting call where someone called in, and I was the dispatcher at the time, and the person who I spoke with said that they were in their house and someone had a gun to their head.
So like a hostage situation.
Yeah, hostage situation.
That can't be real at all.
Well, immediately in my head, and I mean,
Hold on, just pause real quick. Think about this logically.
that's what I did.
You're in somebody's house, they have a gun to your head, and they tell you, call the fucking cops.
Yeah.
Let them know that there's a gun in my head.
Exactly. That's why.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
In my situation, I was like, hold up, and let's slow everything down. Because
Words are hard.
are you able to, and I'm like, are you able to talk freely and try to get some illicit questions out of the person? If someone's got a gun to your head, first of all, when I'm talking with the person, they sounded extremely calm.
Yeah.
Because if someone's got a gun to my head in my family, I might be you're gonna hear it in my voice.
Certainly.
So, and the person that I spoke with, they wanted to know if the SWAT team was coming. They were like, well, who are you sending? Who are you sending? I'm like, that's not important who I'm sending. Like, I need to find out what's going on, who's there, do they have a gun, do they have a pistol, do they have a rifle, and they could not answer. They were just more concerned about
SWAT
the response coming, and that immediately sent clues. So I just let my officers know everything that was going on at that time. Now, my situation obviously is not like everyone else's situation in terms of what was said. Maybe this person was able to hype it up a little bit more realistically in terms of, well, it's easier to
It could have been a bad dispatcher too.
Yeah, I don't want to put.
No, I'll say it. I know that. I'll say it though.
Yeah, it could be, but in my situation where the person who I was talking with pretended like they were the victim, if maybe they had have said, "Yeah, I'm here and I have a gun to this person's head," then my questioning becomes a little bit different. Obviously, I'm not going to hear the panic and stress in their voice, but you still need to ask the proper questions. The response thing, the operational aspect of it. Now, that's something that I'm not qualified to know about, but I know with the agencies that I've been with, they're not just going to rush in.
I'll say this though.
Once you get there, everything's supposed to slow down.
I'll say this. I hear you on that, and I appreciate all your experience with it. I'm still thinking that whoever did the initial call is the real piece of shit.
It should be voluntary manslaughter.
Yeah, it's like 99% of the blame goes on that person, not dispatch, not even SWAT. I don't, they're trying to do their jobs.
Yeah, it's a person. They're the catalyst of all this crazy bullshit that's going on.
For a stupid joke, like that's the thing that gets me.
Now, I don't. Like I said, I don't know if the SWAT team kicked in the door. From what I read at the time, they tried to get the person to come out of the house, and then there was some confrontation at the door. I don't know all the details about what happened.
Right here it's saying that for the call. So the guy who made the swatting call lives in California, and it says that in the call that he made, he said to 911, he said that his father had been shot in the head, and that his mother and siblings are at gunpoint. And then he also said that the person went around and was pouring gasoline on the outside of the house, and he might have set it on fire.
He might. No, see, my training would have been like, "Where are you?" Because if all this is going on around you, where the guy killed your family member, has got guns, and he's pouring gas outside, where are you in relation to what's going on?
Yeah.
Can you see the person? What does the person look like? Where's he at? If he's going around pouring gas around the house, why don't you get that fuck out of the house? Why are you still in the house on the phone? Because that would put your life at danger. If I'm trying to murder somebody's whole house, ain't nobody picking up a phone or calling nobody.
Apparently, this dude called in a prank also to a local news channel. He called in a bomb threat in 2015.
Where's your parent? Is this a minor?
He's a
grown ass fucking man.
Jesus Christ.
But they're saying that when the police showed up, the guy was making a gesture like he was going for his wristband or his waistband, and that the officer thought he had a concealed weapon and shot out.
I don't blame I want to be clear. I don't blame the officers. I don't blame anybody on dispatch. This is a irresponsible piece of shit adult that did this shit.
Yeah, and it looks like
over nothing. But if you don't like someone who you're playing up against, take that L on Call of Duty and just be like, I'm going to turn this game off, or play tomorrow, or block that person. You can do anything. It doesn't have to get into serious real life shit. It's just bad.
People just don't understand consequences.
He's been like not accused, but he's in charge for second-degree murder and involuntary manslaughter.
Good.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
put his ass away.
Legit. I mean, second-degree murder is way worse than I think voluntary manslaughter. Isn't it? That's way worse. So
it'd be hard to. I mean, convictions is whatever, but. The good they're throwing the book at him.
Well, basically, he sent a family a missile.
Yeah,
that's what he did.
Yeah.
So,
But like, I hope this may be an example to other people who does swatting for people, and like, you're risking somebody's life. Like, somebody can die from this prank that you're doing, and it's wasting resources, like police resources, tax money.
Yeah.
Just don't do it.
Mine, the guy was traced back to England, so that became problematic because
out of the country.
Which is a
extradite that motherfucker.
You know what you do?
Send Batman.
This is the solution. You send the SWAT team there. You put them all on a plane with all their gear. And just send them
international incident. What are they called out in on the island? Because what it's like they're
in Britain.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's their elite force?
Oh, they have the SAS, but that's the military.
Okay.
So they have their own version of the
Marines and shit.
Well, so in England it's different because their cops in general, like they don't use a whole lot of firearms.
True.
They carry on the clubs. And whack you on the head.
Are you Irish? Boom.
The best is in Japan. Have you seen their shit?
Wait, what?
So in Japan, their cops, like their elite cops,
They got swords?
No. So first of all, they're bad. They're all of them know, or for as far as I know, I could be wrong. All right, internet.
We about to stereotype.
They're almost all proficient in martial arts.
Okay.
Right?
Nice.
And that's not even just like saying that's like in like some kind of racial shit, but that's like what they do because they don't have guns in Japan, which is like a whole super deep history, which I'm not going to go into right now unless you guys want to, because I can. But so what they do is they have these whole like procedures on how to contain people without killing them.
Oh, they don't have guns either.
No.
Oh, okay.
And so one of them, they take a fucking mattress and they wrap them around the person.
What the fuck?
And then they take them away. They basically roll them up in a fucking mattress and take them away.
That's awesome.
It's fucking
Criminal
crazy.
burrito.
That's
I'm
one
down
of the,
for that.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the non-lethal ways. But the problem is that if that perp has a gun, that's a problem, right?
Yeah. I want to see more police forces and military forces be true to their roots. Like, I want to see some motherfucking Japanese fighting samurais. I want some Nordic motherfucking Vikings.
With axes and
Yeah,
shit?
with axes and shit. That's what should be law. You should be required to Amazon people with fucking spears and shit.
Fucking-
You need to be more traditionalist.
Actually, that would be dope. Just think about this logically, all right? So all of a sudden, it's a hostage situation in say, not Poland, but say Sweden. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, they're like, all right, we're done negotiating. We're going to sit in the Viking. Like, what? Like, we're sitting in the Viking. And then just imagine this fucking 6'7". Just imagine the fucking mountain.
Playing the horn.
The mountain. Yeah, play the fucking horn. The mountain comes out, pulls out his fucking axe, and the guy inside goes, I got hostages. And the mountain goes, I don't give a fuck. I'm getting my fucking kill.
Exactly.
Imagine how fucking terrifying that would be. And the mountain, this was more terrifying. The mountain is the smallest out of all of its fucking siblings.
Yeah, there
He's
you
the
go.
smallest
I saw
guy.
that. Yeah, I
so
saw
if you kill the mountain, you got his brothers.
Yeah.
And they just do it like old school tradition. Like,
I
yeah.
thought he was going to say, like, imagine Kronos.
They could just sub
Or
these all the
Kratos. Imagine Kratos showing up.
And the Viking dude would just,
Fucking
he wouldn't
dual
even like
blades.
knock it, he would just start chopping the house.
Yeah, exactly.
Just get hacking
Get
at
the
the
fucking
house.
foundation.
He would just he would look at the blueprint and he'd be like, okay, room here. And he would just go to that side of the house and start hacking away at the fucking wall.
I need to play this game.
Yes.
Yeah,
This whole setup be like into the Badlands. Just get rid of guns. Everybody has swords and shit, and ninjas flying and everything.
I'm just imagining Kratos just showing up to somebody's house, just like dual sword in someone's door.
But I mean, so the thing about Kratos is, I mean, he's intimidating, but he's kind of not because he's not that big.
Oh yeah, he isn't
The
that
mountain
big.
is a fucking giant man.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
He's a giant man to us, but not to the rest of his family. That's fucking terrifying.
He's the runt.
All bad.
Yeah.
He's dwarfed by his family.
Yeah,
You
like,
know,
legit,
he
hold on, I
was
gotta pull
picked
the
on,
picture.
so he has that whole like
anger issue.
Yeah, the anger issues. He's been taking beatings growing up.
Yeah.
So
he's the runt of the family.
He can turn it up to 12 if he has to.
Yep.
He'd be fucked
He
up.
never has to.
If they're like, oh, bring in the Bunyan, and then fucking Paul Bunyan shows up, just fucking steps on half the
Yeah,
This
house.
is the
love that
perfect
one.
fucking picture right here.
God
All
dang.
right, so I'm gonna show you a picture if y'all watching on the internet. So on the left is him in Game of Thrones with normal sized people. On the right is the mountain with his fucking brothers.
Yeah.
Look at the size of his fucking
He's
brothers.
like
How tall are
6
they?
inches or a foot shorter than
The
him.
mountain is like at least 6'5". At least 6'5".
Yeah.
Damn.
And those other motherfuckers
His
are
brother
7
is like-
foot.
Look at what's her name, Cersei. She can suck his nipple just standing up.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
And she's not a short girl. So
No. And then, god damn, that's some big ass dudes.
yeah, those are huge. Get that motherfucker Mjolnir, it's over.
Yeah, that's it. He should have been fucking Thor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
God damn, that's good shit. All right, should we go? You want to do Monster Hunter?
Yeah, I was asking you, did you play the beta?
So I did play it only for about 30-40 minutes. Those controls are fucking rough for me. That's a steep learning curve.
It is a learning curve. For sure.
Nothing was intuitive. I'm not shitting on it yet.
See, I was the same way.
Yeah.
I got it.
Okay.
But
It
was
takes
just
a while,
It's
though.
a lot.
There's a lot going on with click wheels, and like you even have one that converts into a semi pistol or something.
That's all I was like. I felt like the beta was cool, but it felt like the beta was for people that already played the games. And I was just like, I can do this, but it's like there's a lot of shit I'm missing.
Yeah, and even there's RPG elements to it as well, with like maintaining your blade and eating or some shit.
Yeah,
there's a lot going on.
Sure
I would appreciate playing it probably with some people who have experience with it in co-op, and then going through like low-level missions for a while and really getting my feet wet. But I'm cautiously optimistic about it. You know, I don't know. That's my initial take. But I only played about 30-40 minutes of it. I killed one monster when basically the other team or the people on my squad did most of the killing.
Okay.
How similar is this to Evolve?
Hold the fuck on.
Not at all.
Not at all? Okay.
The mountain is 6'9".
Yeah.
6'9".
Yeah, he's tall as fuck.
And his brothers are bigger than him.
Tower over him.
That's
fucking
like
ridiculous.
at least 7.
Holy
7'3".
shit.
That's Yao Ming territory.
They even have him at 2.06 meters.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
How many
It's
stones?
America. Stones.
How many apples?
Stones and Newtons.
Speak that shit. Dirty Stew. How tall is
Furlongs. Yeah. Furlongs.
that? All right. Yeah, but
6'9".
yeah, he like a basketball
He's a
player.
big dude.
Only strong as fuck.
Holy fuck.
I'll choke him out though. Nobody laughed
Yeah, we're like,
because it's true. I'd fucking choke him out. Just saying, his big ass neck. I don't know if I can put my arms around his neck.
damn, he beat a record as
He's strong.
You might give him indigestion.
the world's strongest Viking competition.
I definitely cannot armbar that guy. But I could definitely choke him out if I had his back.
If you had his back.
If I had his back, I'd choke him out.
Yeah, he beat some kind of Norway record for the world's strongest Viking competition.
Yeah, with the log.
Yeah. And then, the log for...
All right, motherfucker. Goddamn.
All right, so this next
scary.
part of the podcast is brought to you by GameFly. GameFly is basically Netflix, but better if you're a gamer. So what they do is you pay a monthly subscription fee, and they send to you a game, and you make a list of games. And after you're done playing a game that's on your list, and you send it back, they send you the next game that's on your list, and it's pretty epic. And they have over 8,000 new used games for pretty much every single console, both this generation and the last generation, and probably some from the even previous generation from that. And it's a great service. So if you're a gamer on a budget, or a gamer that's just kind of lazy and you don't feel like going out and just like buying games because you think that it's too much work, just make one list, and then they do the rest for you. All right, so some of the games that we're looking forward to coming out and that we're playing, I didn't know that Shadow Colossus was coming out. I thought it was already out.
But that was the other one. God damn it.
It was Guardian.
Yes.
The Guardian. It's
Yeah.
by the same people. But so it's Shadow of the Colossus, which was one of the greatest games ever made. Probably not even arguably. One of the greatest games ever made. Is coming out for the PS4 on February 6th. So looking forward to that. Bayonetta 2 is coming out for the Switch, which should be... I'm going to get that because it was previously on the Wii U, which, to be honest, nobody played. I have a Wii U. I didn't play it, and I love Bayonetta. So, Marvel's Capcom Infinite, which came out a while ago. South Park Fractured But Whole came out a while ago. They also have movies. So Blade Runner comes out next week. I think it's next week or the week after that. It comes out next week, definitely next week. There's Injustice 2 came out a while ago. So, yeah, if y'all want to get things delivered to you on a really cool schedule, on your schedule, basically, check out GameFly. And if you do us a favor, if you go to gameflyoffer.com/BeThenBTI, you will get a month on us. That's pretty epic. A month of free games.
How's that for a New Year's?
Yeah, that's a great New Year gift. So once again, that is gameflyoffer.com/BeThenBTI. Hey, if you don't got a console, we still got you covered. If you have a modern TV or Fire Stick or TV, so say if you have a Samsung Smart TV or LG Smart TV, you can play this with no console.
What?
It's the future, y'all. I'm just saying. All right, now on the show. Let's talk about Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
All right,
Finally on there.
I'm on it. I got the game.
Good shit.
It's real shitty.
How dare you.
I'm just kidding. There's one kind of shitty part about it, but the rest of it, it's up there with me with Black Flag for right now.
Nice.
It's probably gonna eclipse it, to be honest with you. The only reason why Black Flag is up there so high with me is because basically you got two fucking games in one. And I know this definitively because they're basically making a game that is Black Flag without Assassin's Creed. Yeah, and it's coming out this year. So yeah, this game is great. I mean, they got the story really good. It's based in Egypt. Assassin's Creed Origins is what we're talking about. Bayek is the main character, and he has a wife.
Yes.
And
yeah,
and it's been really cool so far. What are your thoughts, man?
This is the first time I've actually really cared about the family of the central character, and
well, usually there's no family.
Yeah,
or they're dead.
Yeah, or they're dead. But even still, like, I want to avenge my family or what. I never really cared all that much about their motivations. But with Aya and Bayek, they're a married couple in Egypt, and they have scenes together that feel like they're right out of a movie or feel like they're out of like an Uncharted game almost.
They're fucking a lot. I'm just saying.
They're fucking.
All them segues is fucking.
Yeah, and they have a kid. They're both Medjai, which is like this elite force dedicated to the pharaohs and whatnot. I didn't know any of this shit.
So it's like the Egyptian SWAT team.
Basically, they're like Secret Services / SWAT team / like fucking 007 for the pharaohs.
Okay.
They do have both Greek and Roman stuff mixed in there as well, like Julius Caesar and Cleopatra's in there. So you get historical figures. You even have like some of the old synagogues with everything from like even biblical times is just in there. My favorite thing of all time though in this is I saw like there was one of those icons on the map for how you jump off and do your kind of eagle shit or whatever where you do the 360 and it sinks. I saw one on top of a fucking pyramid and I was like, I wonder if I can go up there. Sure enough, I climbed this fucking pyramid and I did the whole sink thing and I was like, well, how the fuck do I get down? Because you can't obviously jump because the base of the pyramid is going to make you do a face plant. I slid down this fucking pyramid, jumped on my fucking camel, rode out and threw up the peace sign. And I was like, this is the fucking shit. It got me. So yeah. And then the other thing real quick, they took from, I think Ubisoft does Far Cry 2, right?
Yeah.
So they took the base takeover, outpost takeover, and the aspect of like having like I think from Far Cry the king or high level commander or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. From Far Cry, and I was like, yes, I need that in this game. That makes it fun.
And it's difficult. Look, I've been playing games for a while, y'all. In this game, sometimes I will fuck up and just die like a bitch. I'm like, God damn, what the fuck? Like, I've had people that just like swarm me and just I got fucked up, or like a certain commander because I'm not used to. So I have a couple complaints about the game. All right, first of all, one of the complaints is the controls are a little. Say getting used to. All right, so I'm used to pressing like buttons to like attack, but in this one it's the triggers to attack, and that's fucking weird. All right, so every now and again I'm playing the game and I go to fight somebody and I'll press like square or X, and that don't do fucking shit. All right, I mean
diving into them.
Yeah, basically. I look like
like Stitch playing
Metal Stitch Gear. Diving into horses and shit in Metal Gear.
That was rough.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, I got to use because it's the two right triggers that actually do the attack, and then you have arrows and shit too. And I'm also used to what was the game that I was playing previously? Oh, it was Shadow of War. But when you play Shadow of War, when you pull out your bow and arrow, like when you go to shoot, it slows down time. So I'm like expecting that to slow down time right away. Nope. It doesn't do that. yeah. So that took me a while to get used to too. But you can snipe somebody from like ridiculously far away.
Can I ask you this real quickly? Have you used any of your, I don't want to give this away, but fire on people?
My fire, no.
All right, I'll say it differently. You can throw your torch and set motherfuckers on fire.
No, I didn't know
that till I was like level 30, and I saw it in the little menu thing.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And I was like, oh shit, it changes a whole lot.
I should do that, yeah.
Especially when you're out of arrows, you can throw that shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, but what else is, I'm sorry, I'll give the parts I don't like first, then I'll get the parts I do like. The other part is that the inconsistencies with the fucking people in the cutscenes are so goddamn ridiculous. You'll have somebody that is so fucking detailed that look pretty much real, and then you'll have somebody that. Have you ever seen the? God damn it! I can't remember the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. with the clones and shit. It was like the 7th something.
With the
they had clones.
Isn't it? Wait.
with him and what's the name of that guy?
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, that's like 9 days or
It
something.
looks like somebody that was not completely formed as a human. And their skin is all smooth. They don't look fucking. I'm like, what the fuck? This person doesn't even look like the same universe as these other people.
That's fair.
Like that's a legit.
So did he
complaint.
look like Xerxes from fucking 300?
I think it's called the 7th day or something like that.
I think it's the 6th day.
The 6th day, yeah, that's what it is. The 6th day. When the guy came out and he wasn't like totally fucking processed.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. Because every time they die, they just clone them and they pop back up.
Yeah. It was like that, and I was just like, dude, some of these characters, can y'all please put some fucking pixels in their faces? Like for real, pixels in the faces, y'all. Other than that, though, game isn't great. Even though I complain about the controls, the action is still great once you remember the controls. They're really cool. There's different kinds of weapons that are more than previous games. My particular one, even though black is kind of racist to say, or stereotypical, but the spear is pretty dope.
You goddamn like the spear.
The spear is dope.
Wait, the spear is a heavy one, right?
It's heavy, but not heavy as like the fucking mace or the fucking hammer.
Okay.
So it moves relatively quickly, but you know.
Have you had one of their bounty hunters chase your ass?
No. I avoided them motherfuckers. 'Cause one time I was like overtaking a base and it said that one of those guys was close.
Yep.
I was like, fuck that shit, I'm out. And then one time I was trying to scout out another place, and I'm using my eagle to look around because you can use an eagle in this game to scout places out. Yeah, that fucking eagle is dope. I didn't know he can fly far as fuck away from me.
Yes, exactly.
He was flying far as fuck away from me, and I literally saw one of those motherfuckers, and he's literally getting off his horse and talking to people looking for me. Yep. And I was like, what the I can't even see him like in my fucking map, but he's looking for me, and he was going like where I was at.
He hunting you.
And like literally,
I can get all this.
It tells you when you zoom in on him, it's like anything that has like this little death mark, you probably can't beat them.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, because guys that are my level, they can kind of fuck me up. So like, I'm not fucking with this. And he's like heavily armored. Like if he had a fucking minigun, I wouldn't be surprised. Like seriously, so I'm like, fuck that dude. I'm just fucking bouncing. I'm like, I'd rather face a fucking hippo.
Yeah.
So I have to ask, did you manage to chuck the spear?
I did not check the spear, but I ate some fried chicken and watermelon.
Oh, man.
Nice.
Good shit. Yeah, keep playing it. I can't wait till you get a little higher on there. But there's also a photo mode that's pretty cool, too.
Yeah, I used the photo on accident because I was like pressing.
Yeah, L1, L3, L.
Well, because it's to do like the ultimate.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting to press like the 2 triggers instead of like the. It's weird.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know if you can change that. I haven't even played around with that.
I mean, you probably can, but you know, because you can change with the PS4, you can change all your buttons.
There you go.
But you know, whatever.
Yeah, it's a pretty long game. I think I probably have 40 hours already logged in on there, and I still have at least 40% plus more to go. So
it's definitely fun.
Yeah.
Well,
shit.
Did you manage to figure out multiplayer?
So I was mistaken.
So you're not the only person I heard that they knew about multiplayer or heard about it, but couldn't figure out how to do it.
So I was mistaken. It's one player.
Yeah. I don't understand why you're mistaken, because right here on the back it says motherfucking one player.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't understand why people get confused.
I got the digital version.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was no box with it, and then obviously previous Assassin's Creed have had a lot of multiplayer.
Okay.
Most often, but
Yeah.
I don't need it in this. I really don't.
People are tripping about like multiplayer and co-op. You can have fun with a single player game.
Sure. Of course you can.
But I'm looking forward to Far Cry 5 where you can play co-op the whole game with somebody else.
I'm
Yeah,
excited for that.
they needed to have that even in 4, the one in the
Or
Alps.
you could hop into someone's game and help them out, and
Yeah.
vice versa. And I think that's where they sort of opened the door with.
Yeah,
with that.
it's fun.
I think it's necessary in Dying Light.
Yeah, definitely.
I think you
Dying Light,
need
you get
other people.
fucked up.
You get fucking fucked up so bad. Most of the time, you're running for your life if you're by yourself.
Yeah, they need a sequel for that one. They definitely do. But I'm glad you're on that Assassin's Creed. What's everybody else on?
Wildlands.
Yeah, we've been playing a little bit of Wildlands, just teaming up as a squad. I unlocked the medic class, which is my favorite. I use that drone. to go around healing people, and I sort of just sit back and chill, and it's fun because you can flip the script because you can revive your people on your team because it's 4-on-4. One person goes down, all of a sudden it's oh shit, down 4-on-1. You got to be a little bit strategic and try to get the numbers back in your favor, and there's a lot of strategy going on in terms of like when you're, especially when you got a lot of people communicating with each other rather than just like running doing their own thing. Like, okay, I know he's in this building. Hold up, I'm gonna send my drone in. I'm gonna tag him. That way we know where he's in the house. Mm-hmm. Oh, I can see the mines are located here. All right, let's figure this out and let's go do a plan.
But it's one op at a time, though, right? Like you just do the, one operation at a time.
Well, there's 2 game modes. There's elimination. There's I wish I could count. I guess maybe like 12 different maps.
You wish you can count?
I was gonna say I wish I could count how many maps. I think it was maybe like 10, 12 maps. And then there's uplink, which is sort of like you have to go to this computer terminal, smashing the keyboard, and then upload the signal and everything. But everyone can see when you're fucking around with the computer terminal.
Because it goes slow.
Yeah. So those are the 2 game modes. I wish there was maybe like a capture the flag one. I think that would be really interesting.
They could add it later.
But it's fun. It's a lot of fun, especially when you're playing with a good group of people that are like constantly communicating.
I heard old Ninja ain't shit on there though.
Oh, he's pretty good. I'll give him credit. I was waiting for him to do some reckless shit that you be doing. Pop, just running in down Main Street, shooting the AK in there.
Grenades need to be thrown. That's why they nades. Damn it.
You gotta be able to throw nades strategically. When people are camping out in corners, throw them nades back there so they can't get out. And if they run towards you, you shoot them down.
Yeah, but it's really fun. Thoroughly enjoying that.
Good shit.
But I definitely want to get on Assassin's Creed, and then when Far Cry comes out, that's gonna be the end of me.
Yes. Good fucking shit. When Far Cry drops, February or March?
I think it's March.
Okay,
Yeah.
we got a little time. Good. I gotta catch up on these fucking games, man.
Gotta do this Monster Hunter, god dang it.
Well, before we switch gears, I just want to. So I've been playing. I've been stuck in fucking Upside Down the last few couple of weeks.
Yeah, March 27th.
So I've been playing this game in VR called Mervils.
Marbles?
Is that right?
Marbles?
Mervils. It's a VR adventure game, and this game is so much fucking fun. It's a mix between old school like Super Mario on the like Mario 64.
Wow.
Oh, it's Mervils.
Mervils. Okay, that's it now. So it's a mix between Super Mario Brothers and Zelda. And what's cool is that you don't play as a character. You're kind of hovering above them, like looking down on this world, which is it's just like Mario Brothers. Like when you play Mario Brothers on a 64, how you can like Mario ran around.
Yeah,
like that.
I forgot about that view.
It was just like that. But what's cool is that like you get to customize your character and. Some of with the cutscenes, you know how like a lot of games with the cutscenes, like the characters will like they'll be moving their mouth and you just have to keep reading text and stuff like that. They actually have like people doing the voices, and the voice of every character is actually different, which is kind of cool. So like you go to different worlds and their accents change and stuff like that, which was really cool. But what I love about this game is that like the mechanics of it's really cool. Like you basically can run up to like bad guys and like kind of stab them and like run away, but you see it from like a really cool point of view, and like the graphics are really good, the gameplay is really cool. But one interesting thing is that some of these worlds, like there's this one where you're riding in a miner's cart. And I got a little bit of motion sickness with this because like you don't control the minor cart, it's just kind of following the rail or whatever. But the way it changed direction and stuff like that, it really throws you off, so you start feeling motion sickness. But like the whole gameplay of it's really cool. But
this is open world?
Yes, it's an open world.
Okay.
It's you go to different worlds and that's open world, but you can't like just keep going any world you want, which is really cool.
Semi-open. Okay.
Yeah. But what's really interesting is that I was playing against this giant fucking like rock creature, and for some reason my left button stopped working on my controller, so I couldn't run to the left, so I had to like keep running like around in circles. So I kept dying. Like it took me like a good maybe 2 hours to beat this fucking character.
God damn.
And that's the other thing, the gameplay for this is actually pretty long. So the game was on sale. The original price is $19.99, but it was 50% off, so it was only $10. But without this whole fighting scene with the giant rock monster, I would say I put maybe about a good 8 hours into it already.
Wow. Shit.
And I'm only like halfway through.
So it's a good long game.
It's a good long game. It's so much fun.
For y'all didn't know, if you haven't played VR, a long game in VR is pretty rare.
Yeah. Especially for what's interesting is that I actually had this demo. This game is actually old. It's like maybe a year and a half old.
Okay.
And I had the demo on my system, and over the holiday break, I was going through finding games I don't play, and I was going to delete them off my computer. So I started playing that, and I was like, wow, this game is really fucking fun. I actually turned around and bought the game, which is rare for me to do for demos for VR. But what's cool is that this game is actually available on so I have the HTC Vive. It's available on there. It's available on Oculus Rift, but it's also available on the PlayStation VR as well.
Nice.
So you can definitely pick it up there.
Basically all the major VRs. Right?
Yeah, it's covered everywhere. But it's a really fun game. I hope they make a sequel to it. I got like one more world to finish, and then I'll be done with it.
Spell out the name one more again.
It's MERVILS.
All right. That sounds like some fucking dope ass motherfucking shit.
Oh, there's Cronus, you gotta try this one game called Onward. It's a military game. Mm-hmm. It's fucking like, I'm not sure if it's legit, but it's like your gun is on your chest, and for you to grab your main gun's on your chest, so you have to grab it from your chest. Mm-hmm. And like when you're shooting, when you run out of ammo, it doesn't you don't like auto reload. You have to actually grab the clip. First you have to eject the clip, then you have to grab a new clip and stick it in there, and then like the way you hold the gun determines on how well it shoots too. So you have to actually grab like the bolt. What is it called?
I would need like a real gun to do that. I can't do like some virtual shit where my hands are floating.
You got to try it. It's free. It's free too. There's a demo for it. It's free.
Okay.
Blue, you didn't get a chance to talk about your New Orleans trip. You wanted to wait.
Yeah, I wanted to wait till Stitch was here. So a couple of weeks back, I went to New Orleans. We talked about this at the beer place, but dude, so when I was in New Orleans, there were so many like police cars and ambulances going by, and here in California, when you hear sirens, what you're supposed to do?
Try to pull over.
Yeah.
Try to get out the way.
There, nobody did a fucking thing. They just sat there and just...
Assholes.
Even, like, the light was green. Like, people could actually go, but people just sat there and just did nothing. Is that, like, common there? Or is there no, like, pull to the right rule?
I don't even know. That's a good question. I'm not really sure. I took my driver's license stuff in New Jersey, so I don't really know which I found out, I guess... for me, I'm so used and accustomed to pulling to the right.
Yeah.
Or actually pulling over and stopping anytime I see a school bus with the lights on, even if it's on the other side of the road, which I thought was like a universal thing, but it's not here if there's a raised median.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Now, it doesn't have to be one of those huge medians, even like one of those little mini islands.
Yeah.
It's like you don't have to stop.
Yeah, you shouldn't stop because they're not going to come with a fucking median.
Yeah.
Well, in New Jersey, you have to stop both ways, or else it's like a 7-point ticket.
Yeah.
They wax your ass for the school bus.
Well, but 7 points, just run into them. I mean, if you want to go for it,
touchdown.
GTA that shit.
Kill the hooker.
I'm just kidding. Hey, my brother's a firefighter. Please don't fucking do that.
So a few more tales from my trip to New Orleans. So the Sweetness and I were hanging out with our friends out at the bar. And
this is gonna be
sorry. Just pause real quick. So my brother, he's a firefighter, but on his last day being an actual EMT, he was a medic. He was an ambulance driver. On his last day, some fucking asshole ran a red light and fucking ran into his ambulance.
Damn. Oh shit!
So don't run red lights. Don't fucking hit. Because I don't want somebody to listen to this podcast be like, oh, it's okay to hit. People are fucking stupid. So anyway,
hopefully they're
back
not.
to fucking New Orleans.
Fuck, I don't remember if I mentioned this on the last podcast. Did I mention how I walked into the women's bathroom?
Yeah, you talked about that whole story.
So while we're down in New Orleans, we decided to go to a plantation tour, and oh my
cotton?
God damn.
No.
Did you get in the sweat box?
Well, in New Orleans, I don't think they have cotton there. They have
cane.
Not canes. I can't remember what they have.
They most certainly did.
Sugar cane.
Probably not now, but yeah.
I can't remember what I don't think they had cotton as their crop for there.
Maybe not in like the city, but like on maybe
I'm wrong. I might be wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe it was cotton, but you didn't see it on the field. Or
I don't think it was like their number one.
Yeah.
Compared to like Mississippi or Alabama.
So we went to the plantation where they actually filmed Django at with Jamie Foxx, and so it's really interesting. This building, if you look at it from the front, it looks huge as fuck. Like it was like fuck. It's almost like the White House. It's so fucking big. But when you walk through that motherfucker, you literally take like 5 steps and you're back outside.
Wow.
Like it's only one room thick.
Oh shit. Okay.
So it's like maybe as thick as this room that we're in right now.
It's a trip.
And it's weird. It's weird too because like it's 3 rooms on top, then it's 3 more rooms on the second level, and then like on the bottom it used to be on stilts, but they put bricks in to fill it in and actually make it into an actual room. But the person who owned the mansion, they were like some new French like decor going around. So when you look at the property, if you split it in half, what's on the right side matches what's on the left side. So if they build a building on the left side, they have to do the same thing on the right. Okay. And that's the reason why when you see the picture of the actual building, there's a staircase on both fucking sides that has, I mean, it has the purpose.
And shit.
Yeah, it has to be symmetrical. It has a purpose. I mean, there's fucking stairs. They have a purpose. But like, there's no reason to really fucking have 2 sets of stairs that go up to the same fucking floor. Okay. Other than aesthetics, but
opulence.
But what's interesting too is that like, you know, learning about like slavery and like the lifestyle that people had there, that shit was kind of like.
This was a tour then, huh?
Yeah, it was the actual tour. Like there was somebody giving like the actual tour, but it was really interesting that there's stuff you learn in school, but then there's like once you get to like a plantation, they actually do like the history. It's kind of eye opening about how life was really back then, but the bus driver had made a comment about like, oh yeah, we're gonna go back to a time and hopefully you guys will like enjoy yourself in this environment. I was like, not me, because I was like the only black person on the bus. But so we did.
That's how they subtly brainwash you.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you in chains.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
like,
right.
This ain't fooling me.
This is what happened to Prodigy on the boat. His ass went back in time, thought we was gonna be in chains, going back to Africa. His just flipped out.
See, they got Blue picking cotton. They got the Sweetness a couple fields away picking strawberries. Bullshit.
She's too light skinned. She'd be inside.
Yeah, she be inside. She probably would have passed.
Yeah.
But passes the paper bag test.
What's interesting is that they didn't touch on like beatings and shit, like people like the masters
so
having sex with their members.
Did they explain the sweat boxes? You're like, what are these metal boxes outside?
Well, they didn't. All the slaves were happy and they were singing nice spiritual songs.
Spiritual. Days never finished. Master got me working.
Well, did you know that this was at your high school song?
High school mascot.
You're talking about old is old. This is college song.
Like some lullabies. And shit.
Wait, why you won't you give me my props? I wrote that motherfucker. Yo, hating ass.
That's what he graduated to.
But what was really interesting is that like we got to see the slave quarters, and they like lived in like these wooden fucking shacks and shit like that, while their masters lived in this fucking luxury ass place that the fucking slaves built. Like they would have to walk down to the Mississippi River, grab up clay and to make like fucking bricks for this building, but they like didn't have that same luxury for their own goddamn house. They had like wooden shack that had like a fireplace in the middle, and it was 2 family per building, and no one ever says like how many families actually live there. But the person who owned that house, I guess they filed for bankruptcy, or no. Yeah, they filed for bankruptcy, so they had to automize everything, even their slaves. And they had like about $1 million worth of slaves, and I think it was about maybe 150 slaves. Like it actually had the price for every slave, and like the strongest slave went for like $1,000. But then like families of like a mom and her kid, they were like in a set, so they were like $300, $400. So it all totaled up to like $1 million, which is fucking ridiculous. But yeah, it was definitely a life. It was an interesting story. And then like one of our friends.
This was for your honeymoon?
No. This is for the Sweetness birthday. Okay. We went. But what's name said he worked on the Django movie, right? And he's Quan. Yeah, he said he worked on a Django movie, and he said that like the tour guy was really nice, and like the plantation is on this thing called Oak Grove or something like that. So when you first pull up, there's a bunch of fucking oak trees, like 2 miles worth of fucking oak trees that were planted there. But I guess for the director, the director died, and like they planted a tree in his honor or something like that. I can't remember what the story he was. He told me. All right. But another interesting story is that we went to this place called the French 75, which is like this. Well, it's supposed to be this fancy ass restaurant. But what's so interesting is that I was the only black person there. There's nothing in New Orleans. Yeah, this is in French Quarters, and there was nothing but white folks. And like the Sweetness is Mexican, her friend is Indian, and her other friend is Asian. We were the only diverse table in this whole fucking thing. It was so fucking, and it was.
Did it stop eating?
What it felt like it. Like they were like, what are they doing here? But they had us like kind of in the back.
People start getting up.
Stops.
But something that was interesting that I noticed is that this place was supposed to be like you had to dress up for this place. So I was like I dressed up decently, but like I was like almost the only one that was fucking dressed up. Like there was no fucking reason for me to dress up.
You gotta dress up. That don't mean everybody else.
You know, there was like the Negro guy.
Me and the waiting staff. Me and the waiting staff was the only people dressed up. I walked to the bathroom. Somebody was like, "Hey, bartender, can you give me a drink?"
Were you in the right bathroom?
I hope so.
I meant like the colored bathroom.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's fucked up though? This is a fact. There are more slaves today than there were back in the quote unquote slave days.
Because you're talking about with the sexual slavery stuff.
Just like slavery in general, there's more slaves today than there were back when black folks were slaves. And actually, America was not even the number one place for slaves back in the day.
No, there's plenty of places all over the Western Hemisphere.
I'm pretty sure it was Brazil.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
The whole Western Hemisphere had it for the most part.
Yeah, a lot.
One more quick thing before we switch gears. So, one thing I learned like that blew my mind when I was there is that what determines a person as being Creole. So it's at first I always learned that it's
Break
because
down
you're
Creole for our listeners. I'm pretty sure a lot of folks are wondering what the fuck Creole is.
So like growing up, like I was told that being Creole means that you're black, white, and French,
yeah.
Which isn't true. You take that shit, you throw that shit away because that's not true at all. So what Creole is, it's somebody who is born here, somebody whose parents are descended and the kids are born here, they speak French and they're Catholic. That's all. That's what makes somebody Creole. And this is what the tour guide said, and he makes sure like to reinforce it. So take what you thought you knew about Creole, like that's what makes a person Creole. It's that you're born here, you speak French, because that was the language there too. Like there was no English in the South, at least around the Mississippi. Like they spoke French there. The slaves had to learn French, and they all spoke French there. And
it's a different kind of French.
Yeah, it's like a different kind of French too.
Different dialect.
What if that guy's mom was like Bobby Boucher's mom? And she just told him a bunch of bullshit.
Alligators on it.
It was from the devil.
Damn. That's good stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome experience. It sounds like you had down there.
Except for the whole almost being tased.
Yeah. Not a good time. Real quick too. So we should. Crunchyroll got a new winter lineup.
Oh yeah, what is
It's
this?
looking fucking dope again. God damn.
You just stand in front of the door.
You blocking people.
I was trying to move that way, and I realized this is too short.
All right. On here we got. There's a couple ones I just kind of want to highlight. Darling in the Franxx. This is a brand new anime. It looks like some dystopian future shit, possibly with futas. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. There's girls with horns. We don't know if they're horny and have horns. Both on their head.
What that horn do?
So we'll see. The other one, Death March to the Parallel World Rhapsody. This is a fantasy action world one. One of the other ones that I'm really looking forward to, Katana Maidens. High school priestess known as Tojis are a special task force to eliminate the monsters known as Aratama. They have trailers for all of these. That one sounds fucking dope. You also have the return of some ninja scrolls, if you remember that name from the blast
really?
of the yeah.
What?
Basilic, the Oka Ninja Scrolls is coming. And then a few others. One of them is about modern crime called Hakatsu. I'm gonna butcher this. Tonkutsu Ramens. I like ramen and I like crime. So let's fucking do this, man.
So wait, are they gonna bring back the Poison Girl from Ninja Scroll? I hope so.
They fucking might, man. It looks like Crunchyroll is really going for it. They didn't like Netflix coming out with Neo Yokio, and they're trying to come for heads this season, man. And I'm fucking down for it.
Dude, there is way too much fucking anime to try to watch and be current on.
So I completely agree. I went on kind of an otaku weekend or whatever. I finished up Ancient Magus Bride, which has like the Miyazaki feel to it. It's only 13 episodes on Crunchyroll. Then I went on to Fate Zero, and I did Fate Stay Night. I've been watching, man.
Do you watch Erase yet?
Not yet. That's next on my list.
It's actually finished the live action version on Netflix, and they did the series a good job. Like they stuck to the.
You telling me this is the first ever good live action movie?
Well, it's not like your traditional anime. It's more drama based. So it's like it was a show that could have easily been converted into a TV series.
Okay.
So
I'll check it out.
There's no.
I'll watch the anime
effects.
first.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I'll watch the anime first. But yeah. And even they bring in the back another good one which is Overlord, which basically is just all about owning a MMO world and having virtual sex slaves. Okay. So I'm all the way down for that.
Nothing wrong
Both
with that.
little people like elfish and full action girls with anime titties.
You know what's interesting with Erased on Netflix, the live action show, is that in the trailers, it's dubbed, but the show is completely in subtitles. And that shit kept throwing me off because I was like, wait, I thought this was in English. Yeah. But no, it's not. It's in subtitles.
The other one, really want to watch. All last year I kept hearing about the movie Your Name.
Oh, yeah.
Being like one of the best animated anime movies ever. And I need to find it. I need to find it.
I think it's on Netflix.
If it is, I need to,
let me see if it's on
dig
there.
that up, man. So we shall fucking see. But there looks like it's going to be a really good fucking lineup with them. What else we got? Are we going to do a reminder on golden eggplants for these motherfuckers?
No.
Damn.
Of course. So, on our various interwebs, we have links to the 2017 Golden Eggplant Awards. You can go ahead and vote as many times as you want until we close the voting polls, I believe, in the next couple weeks. You can check out on our Facebook page, facebook.com/BeThenBTI, or on Twitter @BeThenBTI, and it'll be pinned to the top. You can go and vote there, vote as many times as you want. We went over the categories last week, but yes, we will be taking your votes and whatnot.
Good shit.
Should be interesting.
You decide who wins, basically. That's
Pretty
it.
much.
And then we're going to announce the award winners in, you said, 2 weeks?
Couple weeks. We haven't exactly determined, but most likely towards the end of the month.
All right, hurry up and vote, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Vote.
You vote multiple times, too.
Yeah, go ahead.
And also, don't forget at the bottom, you can leave a little critique of how you think we can improve on the show.
Yeah, suggestion box.
Do we want to round it?
Well, we actually have a couple Ask B Then BTIs that I don't think we went to. So this one is from Mile High Blurred. Mm-hmm. He asked which MCU moment, so there's only 2 listed, so which of these 2 moments made you geek out the most the first time you saw it? 1, Tony Stark suiting up as Iron Man, or 2, the Avengers Assembled shot?
I'll go first. Avengers Assembled shot by a huge, mile. This is from the first Avengers movie, I'm assuming, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that did it for me. That made me geek out like a motherfucker.
Yeah, just between those 2, yeah, I would go with that, I think.
I think I'm going to go with Iron Man.
Really?
Yeah, not when he first puts on the gold and red suit and he actually takes it out and flies around with it. I thought that was pretty fucking dope.
So back in 08.
Yeah, with the vendor shot, it made me think of Bad Boys with the Michael Bay fucking wraparound shot he does.
All right, what you got, old ninja?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say the Avengers shot because I was like,
oh no, this is gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, because I was like, you would never think that all these movies that came out over these years would culminate in one movie with all these characters in it. So it worked out really well for Marvel.
All right, so this is one we missed from a while ago. I don't know how we fucking missed this, but it was from VZA. Victor, thank you for this question. Sorry, it took us almost more than a month to answer this fucking question.
That's embarrassing.
Jesus fucking Christ. But he asked, what's the easiest platinum trophy you've gotten besides My Name is Mayo? Asking for a trophy whore.
Wait, someone explain to me what's the My Name is Mayo?
Oh, God.
I got a confession. And normally I'm about not snitching.
Damn.
But somebody on this cast told me an easy way to get a platinum trophy was I am Mayo, because he was trying to catch Kronos. So that eliminates some of the people on his podcast. And he said, don't tell nobody, but you can play this I am Mayo game and all you do is click the button. And it's 60-something trophies.
It's a cheap game.
I've been holding on this secret for about over a year.
It's a very cheap game, I will admit.
Because I was like, how did you? Because I was trying to slowly walk him down, and then he just jumped by me, and then he told me this motherfucking secret, and I was like, fuck. And I ain't say nothing until I saw this question. I was like, oh, I gotta speak on it.
But that's a cheap
and I did it on the.
It's a super cheap game.
Yeah, I did it on that and the Vita, so I doubled up on it.
I'm looking at the game, and it's like a jar of mayo, and you just dress it.
You press X, and it just goes ding, 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 and you get a trophy for hitting it 10, 50, 100, 150, 200.
God damn.
All right, well, apparently I got to get that game.
It's a super easy one.
So one of the easiest games too it's a Terminator game. It's called Terminator Not Genesis.
Salvation.
Yeah, that's the one. So just play it on hard. It's not actually that hard of a game. It's one of the easiest platinums you ever get of all time.
Wasn't that on PS3?
Yes, it was on PS3. Another one that was for the Vita. It's not a platinum. However, you will greatly increase your fucking trophy count. Easy as fuck. It's a game called... there's no platinums, but there's a gold and a bunch of silvers. It's a game called Abs Animals. It's for the Vita. All you have to do is turn the game on and then put it down.
Wow.
What the fuck? Just put it down.
Jesus
That's all you gotta do. Within 20 minutes, you will have a bunch of trophies.
Damn.
That's all you gotta do.
Yeah,
Good shit.
Telltale ones are pretty. Once you complete the Telltale, you get a trophy.
For me, I would say the two games that are easiest to get platinum in, they are the Infamous games. What's cool about that, so with Infamous games, like you play as either a good or evil. If you play good for the first level normally, like that's real because you can't kill people, so you gotta be real touchy-feely about stuff. Yeah. But when you play it on hard as dark, that shit is so much fucking fun. And both games are really easy to platinum by just playing through them.
Yeah.
Here, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me just say it so everybody knows. So Abs Animals, it's AABS Animals on the Vita, and literally, if you turn on the game, put it down for 315 seconds, you will get 1 bronze, 1 silver, and 3 golds.
Nice.
Damn.
So that's all it is.
The one I have, I think it was one of my first platinums, was Saints Row the Third.
Oh, that was a fun one.
It was really fun to play.
But you have to go back though.
You do. I had to backtrack, but it only took me about but it only took me like, I want to say, after beating the whole game, maybe an hour or two backtracking to do this one little trick. I had to look it up, but you do this one little trick and then I got the plat.
Isn't Need for Speed Paradise a good one too? Don't you just get
Burnout Paradise was great for PS3.
That's the shitload of trophies in general.
Yeah. But I don't know about the plat for that one. It seemed a little difficult to get the actual plat.
Yeah. I only have one platinum, and that's Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
And that wasn't. I mean, it's not exactly easy, but it's the only platinum I got.
That's good shit. That's a great question.
3, and I'm probably gonna get Shadow of War. I play a lot of games, but I'm not I'm not a completionist guy because I don't really give a shit. I just want to enjoy the game and then I'm done with it.
Yeah.
But there are a couple games where I've gotten platinum. Like I think it's 2 of the Infamous games, and then and Saints Row the third.
Another good game to platinum is Lego Batman, the first one. It's super fucking easy to get a platinum in it. I actually don't have a platinum for the PlayStation version, but I got it for the Xbox.
There you go.
360.
Good shit. Wait, 360 ain't got no motherfucking platinums?
I know they don't, but they have
achievements.
100%. All right.
Oh, let me see. Traditionally, what will be the easiest ones?
There's got to be a lot of Telltale, right?
There's probably some
Give me a fucking list, bitch.
The Order, 1886.
The Order
That was a shitty game, though.
It was a short game too. My name is Mayo. There you go. I'm gonna have to get the game now. Orc Slayer, apparently.
I've never even heard of that one.
It's a generic first-person shooter. It's on the PS4.
Okay.
So
maybe.
Apparently it's easy. Little Ark, which is a point-and-click thing.
They're like indie games.
Some of those have really good, easy platinums.
I was about to say, better not be Super Meat Boy. Tales from the Borderlands, which I actually have. I just haven't completed it yet.
That's a good one. It's a Telltale.
Yeah. Megamind Ultimate Showdown for the PS3. It's apparently really easy. Terminator Salvation, which I said it's an easy one to get.
There you go.
Which all I have to do is literally boot up my PS3 right now. I could probably get the platinum in 20 minutes. I'm at the very end. I just haven't gotten that one. Yeah, that's the easiest one. Is Terminator Salvation.
Good shit. And Vic is a true trophy horse. So good shit. All right, was that all the B the B's?
Is he past me?
I might be. He might be. I don't know. I think he's pretty up there with his trophy, at least his platinum count. I think he's like in the 20s on there.
Oh, wow, that's a lot. Yeah, I'm like level 18.
No more B the B's.
No.
Then let's round it. Blue, what you got happening?
I'm going back into the VR world. We're not sure when I'm going to be back out. Ever since the Sweden's brought me the new headset, like VR is like so much more fun to play. But that's pretty much it. Because I was off the last week, so I've been just chilling. I definitely caught up on the Batman Metal comics, which were fucking amazing.
Did you watch or did you read White Knight yet?
No, I haven't read that one yet.
Damn it.
I'll add it to my list.
I'm on there.
We need to send that to Erica Inez.
Okay.
thinking about doing that because we usually send some to our guests.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
We can do it.
Is there like a lead up to it, to White Knight, or is
No,
it to
there's
start
no
off White
Start
Knight?
right off.
All right.
It's fucking epic though.
Yeah.
I have to look it up on my phone. I'll pay for it.
Good shit. Kronos, what you got?
I'm taking off next week because my brother is coming in town. So with his 3 kids, so I'm looking forward to seeing all of them and his wife, of course. So that's gonna be pretty cool. Other than that, I guess I gotta prepare my liver for fucking SFB week in fucking February. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to getting back on a normal schedule with my life because the past like 3 weeks have been way off. I gained a couple of pounds and now I'm losing again already. So it's
There you
nice.
go.
All right, that's it.
Stitch, what you got? You back on the air?
Was off for a couple weeks because work schedule, but finally done with training, so I'm patrolling on my own.
So Alonzo didn't
Yes.
have to go full wolf on you then.
Now to kill the sheep, to kill the wolf, you have to protect the sheep. You have to kill the wolf. It takes a wolf to kill a wolf.
Damn.
So that's been pretty cool. First thing I did.
To kill a wolf. Actually.
It sounded better when Lonzo said it.
Yeah,
that way.
fuck that guy. He died like a bitch. If he'd have been a wolf dog, he'd have fucking killed that guy.
First thing I did was smell my own fart. That was nice, being in a patrol car by myself and farting. Not have to worry about anybody fucking holding out. Because when you have your coffee in the morning, your stomach be rumbling and shit, and you got your training person with you, and you can't be just letting them rip and shit.
I don't know how to tell you this, but coffee should not give you farts. Your gut biome is fucked up.
Hey, if you got cream with it, you know.
Just drink black coffee, man.
I do mine with sugar and cream.
Oh, well, that's where you fucked up. Yeah.
Cream.
I like it how I like my women.
Yeah.
Puerto Rican?
Light and sweet.
Oh shit.
Oh, black girl Twitter got me.
Oh yeah, for real. They're gonna boycott us.
Have we ever given a fuck about Black Twitter?
And then I've been watching Runaways is a really good show
Hulu, right?
on Hulu.
Okay.
I think they're on like episode 9 right now. They
Is Hulu
release every
free?
Tuesday. I got a password. I can give you a
confused.
password if you need.
Free-ish.
Yeah, it is free. It's like certain shows you can watch for free.
Yeah, it's good. It's really, really good. I need to watch The Gifted because I fell off watching it. I got
That's good, too.
distracted.
Yeah.
Caught up.
And then The Deuce. That's a really epic pimp show on HBO.
pimping is real
The pimping
on there.
is real. If you love The Wire, it's the same director that did The Wire. A lot of the same characters are different roles. Like you have like Lester Freeman, you got D'Angelo. There's at least 4 or 5 other additional characters from The Wire.
Wait, the singer D'Angelo?
No.
Speaking of brown sugar.
But it's really good. The dialogue is great. It's pretty fucking violent. There's this one thing where the girl doesn't want to be tricking today because it's raining, and the pimp is just like not about that. And he's like, all right, we'll talk about it. Yeah, I understand your feet tired. And you see this cutaway where she's in the hallway and he's got her hands pinned up and he's cutting her with a straight razor on her under her armpit.
God damn.
Because you can't damage the merchandise on the face and everything.
This is true.
Did they talk about home mileage though?
You can see when I watched what Dave Chappelle was talking about, it clicked to the and there's definitely where you can tell the bottom bitch is at the end of a rope, and
Yeah, I knew about bottom bitches.
Yeah.
I knew about mileage too.
yeah,
but yeah.
it's a good, especially when you're watching the Chappelle skit. That as soon as you start talking about that, I immediately referenced the Deuce, and I was like, "Yep, that's that character right there."
Got it. Okay. Old Ninja, what you doing?
So I'm gonna try to squad up actually with Stitch here and do some more Ghost Recon Wildlands. Hopefully we can twitch some of that shit out. The motherfucking X-Files premiered tonight, so I have it DVR'd, so I'm gonna try to watch that either tonight or tomorrow. Watching some more Black Mirror because that shit is pretty fucking dope. I'm gonna try to finish season 3 and 4. Just catch up on start Traveler season 2, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, I got one. So one of the things that Kronos talked about a little while ago was this Robert Kirkman's Secret History of Comics. He mentioned the Wonder Woman one, which was excellent. I watched the one on Milestone Comics, which was super impressive. Basically, this is the black-owned group of comic creators that were distributed by DC, and this is where we got Static Shock. and a whole bunch of other characters. Really good history. They also talk about Black Panther and what it meant to them, and Stan Lee's on there. It's just a excellent fucking show. So I watched that over the weekend and loved it. I'm going to try to catch up on some of the other ones besides the Wonder Woman and Milestone Comics. It also reminded me a lot of when we did some interviews with Joseph Illidge with
Primus 7?
Catalyst Prime and all that.
Lion Forge.
Yeah. I'm sure he was heavily influenced by them as well. And then one other quick thing for a reminder, Avengers Assemble, which is a Disney XD cartoon. I give them a lot of shit because the first couple seasons were kind of trashy.
That's still on? I thought they canceled that shit.
They're starting their 4th season. It's actually Secret Wars this season. So I want to see what their take is.
That's going to be good.
Yeah, on all of the Secret Wars. Yeah, it has the potential. And then they've already announced that later in 2018 for their season 5, they're doing all the Black Panther war or something like that.
Oh, nice.
So Secret Wars could lead into that. All I'm saying is try to give it another chance, even if you didn't like the Ultron Initiative and some of their earlier seasons. They do have all of the Marvel superheroes that you're caring about from the past and the present, including like Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and Vision, and Wasp, and all those other newer ones, all on there. So it's worth checking out. They even have pretty good voice acting. So I'm gonna see it, and I may even do some live tweeting of it over the weekend.
All right. Well, that being said, don't forget to vote for the 2017 Golden Eggplant Awards. You can check us out on Twitter at BTHANBTI. Same thing on Facebook. Look for the same thing. We're on Player FM, Stitcher, SoundCloud. If you're not at YouTube, obviously, check out our official website, binheadproductions.com/BTHANBTI. Check us out on Apple Podcasts. Rate us. Leave us a comment. Say whatever you got to say. We may or may not respond. We'll see.
We might read it on the fucking air.
Yeah, start.
Yeah, I mean, if it has a bunch of N-words, we definitely
Goddamn.
No, probably not.
Probably might.
Yeah, probably not. We may call you out, call you something.
Shit, sorry.
But we'll see.
Come and shit on your flow.
Oh, that's probably.
That was actually one of the things from the Golden Eggplants.
Oh, yeah. Someone
Someone
suggested.
asked us to shit on carpets more. I'm not kidding.
That's awesome.
Jesus Christ.
I love our fans.
Well, I
Baby,
fucked
no
that
way.
up.
Oh, shit.
Food us.
Hashtag Kylo Ren challenge.
Hack up your pants, y'all.